What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with a quick video. LeBron James, the biggest domino other than Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins is the last one that we're waiting to see where he's going to go. LeBron James has agreed to a 4-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers, which is something that we all thought was going to happen. Um, and this is reality now. It's not a thought, it's reality. The biggest free agent in the game right now is now off the boards. And this is going to really shake up the NBA because LeBron is going to the West. A thing that a lot of people said, why would he go to the West? Because it was easier to come out of the East. Um, they don't have enough pieces. I even said they won't have to gut the whole roster. They didn't do that. LeBron opted out of his deal. They signed him with the cap space they made available. They already had a max cap space, and then they made the Brook Lopez trade, which allowed them to clear cap space. Also, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they signed him to a 1-year deal. Also, they ended up making one more trade, getting rid of not Rodney Hood, but Larry Nance Jr. and also Jordan Clarkson, who's on the Cavs now, and that freed up a spot to still get another max. So they couldn't get Kawhi Leonard. They're going to have to trade a lot of their young pieces. Greg Popovich has been on record and saying with R.C. Buford that they do not want to trade Kawhi Leonard into the West. So Lakers fans, remember, you might hear a lot of Kawhi Leonard hype. We done heard him trying to get traded. We heard it about Carmelo. We heard it about a lot of players. Carmelo never got traded to none of these other places. He got traded to OKC. Nobody seen that coming. Paul George was rumored to go to LA. He didn't even sign with LA, and he didn't even get traded to LA. He went to OKC. So we really don't know where Kawhi Leonard is going to go at this point. And like I said, mostly the Spurs trade with people like Sam Presti and them because they know that they're going to give them a fair deal and they know they can reach it because they all under them like Brett Brown and stuff. So if you see Kawhi Leonard, he might go to Philly or something like that because they already know Brett Brown, for example. So they trade within people they know. That's something that we all know. And another thing is DeMarcus Cousins is coming off of Achilles, injury. That's a very, very serious injury, and most players haven't really came back to full form. I don't really agree that he's super skilled. He does use his explosion to get to the basket, and he does have a big physical body, but he does use a lot of his athleticism more than what people really say because he do try to handle the ball and get to the rim and spin moves and everything. You need lateral quickness to do a lot of that stuff, and that injury saps you out of that. But I still think it's more to come for this. Obviously, it is a big deal when you get the number one free agent this season to sign a franchise guy. It's kind of sad to see LeBron go from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, then go to LA, a place where Kareem has played, Magic has played, Kobe has played, Shaq has played, Wilt has played, West has played, Elgin Baylor. You can just go on and on and on, even George Mikan. I think it's kind of sad just because at the end of the day, he had his own legacy in Cleveland. He is the best Cavalier of all time. There's no debate. Ever, and it is going to be hard to surpass him in what he has done for Cleveland, even bringing them a championship, which nobody has done since since they had a team in Cleveland. So that's going to be tough to do. He's leaving his legacy to start a new one. It's all about winning titles. He's at the end of his career where he's 33 years old. He's in the crossroad of, do I want to do it for the love like Dirk and Kobe, or do I want to do it to continue to win championships, to chase the GOAT and Michael Jordan? This is an organization that is all about winning. Yes, they've been losing for the last couple of years. Yes, they've been struggling. They couldn't even get the last big free agent they got was Dwight Howard, and they traded for him, and he still left. So LA been very cold. That's why they needed to bring in some new people like Magic Johnson that embodies winning. I was kind of shocked to hear that Paul George didn't even make a meeting with them because Magic Johnson is about winning. Like I said, he went to the Dodgers, they won. He joined the WNBA team, they won a championship. And he said he wants to get 2 max players, 2 superstars, and he was able to get the biggest domino to fall. They was able to sell LeBron on leaving to come to the West, and I believe that they will build a championship team around them. We're going to have to wait a couple weeks to see where all the pieces go, who's going to get traded, the other moves that they make. this roster will not be the same roster that they will be starting the regular season with. So keep that in mind. I can't really go into how he fits with the team and stuff like that because I think this whole roster will be changed because Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma are small forwards. Even though they can play the four, sometimes they don't have the bodies really, and they can play the two. I don't really see them getting a significant minutes or being a significant impact. Brandon Ingram was a guy that was handling the ball, making decisions, basically playing a point guard when Lonzo Ball injured, and he's not going to be doing that with LeBron and Lonzo Ball on the same court. If they keep Lonzo Ball, he tore his meniscus, so he's going to be out for the rest of the summer. We won't see him in summer league, so we don't really know how he will come back from that, and if he will even be starting. And if he does stay, he's going to have to fit in with LeBron. I would say the biggest knock on LeBron's career is that you have to fit in with him. Once he's on the court, you have to adjust to LeBron. You have to play what benefits LeBron, even though you can't really complain too much about it because he won 3 championships. But at the same time, he has lost 6 finals. Every team he has played with, he has been the primary ball handler. Every team he has played with, he holds the ball the most on the court. He takes sometimes the most shots, and he demands greatness. So it is a trade-off getting LeBron that you have to construct a team around him. But some franchise guys like KD can fit in with other teams. He can still dominate, but he also can fit in within the offense. LeBron is the offense when you team up with him. So we're going to see maybe Julius Randle is definitely not going to be coming back, I believe. And I want to see what else they do with this roster. This is a huge move for the Lakers. Nobody really seen this coming, that he will even sign a multi-year deal with them. He's committed to staying in LA, and that's something I wouldn't even have said. He did the 1v1 even when he went to Cleveland, and after that he opted out. He's committing long term, and when he gets done with this, he'll be basically almost ready to retire, depending on how he holds up with his body and if he ages gracefully like he has been able to do the last couple seasons. He's in his 15th year, starting his 16th year, and we're going to see some high moments, and it's going to be a dream come true because most of the people wanted to see what LeBron would be if he was in the West. He's coming to Kevin Durant territory. He's coming to Kawhi Leonard territory right now. He's coming to OKC. He's coming to Denver. He's coming to Minnesota. This is stacked. This is the best competition. This is to really show how great you are. If he can come out of the West, that is bragging rights because it's a bloodbath. It's brutal. We still got Chris Paul and James Harden in the West. So the conference is loaded. The Nuggets was the team that was left out of the playoffs. That's how hard this team is. And you still got teams like Dallas that made a move to get DeAndre Jordan. And you still got a team like the Lakers that made a move. So they going to be moving up. So we're going to see there's going to be a crazy Western Conference, especially as they continue to build this team. We're going to see some trades happening. We might see DeMarcus Cousins come to LA because this will give him the best option to win. Remember, the Pelicans is a team that if they get DeMarcus, they could be a threat. If they lose him, they play fantastic without him, and maybe they can try to get a wing in there to guard the KDs, the Kawhi Leonards, and the players of that caliber. And the Pelicans will be a scary team too, especially as they continue to stay healthy and develop. So LeBron James is accepting the challenge. Magic Johnson brought the best player in the world to certain people in the world. To the Lakers. It's crazy. I'm not even a Laker fan. I'm looking like, dang, I did not see this coming, especially when it was a 4-year deal. But at the end of the day, the fans all should be excited because we get to see great basketball at the end of the day. We get to see LeBron James and KD possibly in the Western Conference Finals. We don't even have to wait to the finals. This does open up the East a lot because now you have Philly and Boston battling for that spot. Now that LeBron won't be going to Philly because now he's gone, they can't get Paul George because he's locked up. Their only real option is Kawhi Leonard at this point, and if they can't get him, they got to go through Boston. And Toronto, can they rebound losing Dwayne Casey? How is he really gonna? How is their new coach really gonna try to make them compete? Can they beat the Boston in a 7-game series? Who gonna take that spot of Cleveland? Will it be the Bucks with Mike Budenholzer, a genius offensive coach and a genius defensive coach? Now he has the personnel to really operate and get winning down there, and he got a couple more shooters like Ersan Ilyasova. So we shall see. It's going to be crazy. This is the biggest news of the day. It's been very quiet this Sunday. Now we're just waiting for DeMarcus Cousins to fall, and he is one of the people on the Lakers' radar. And if he can get LeBron and DeMarcus, he got his two superstars, and that will automatically make this team one of the top 4 teams in the Western Conference. But that's the crazy part. Adding LeBron don't guarantee that you're the best team in the West. If you was in the East and you had DeMarcus and LeBron, it'd be over. They going to the Eastern Conference Finals and they're going to the NBA Finals. You seen LeBron carry a team with nothing, and they went there, but that team got swept by the Warriors. So, and on top of that, he had Kyrie and Kevin Love last year and one of the stacked rosters last year, and they only won one game against the Warriors with 2 other All-Stars and good role players on that team, and they only won one game. So LeBron really has to put up and shut up. His career is coming to an end. It's some young stars that's hungry and ready to chase them championships. And he went to the wild, wild west. He went into the wilderness, guys. And with this move, this is going to be crazy. But let's see what the East do. They know that they got to beat the Warriors, just like LeBron know he has to beat them. Everybody's gunning for the Warriors. And we're going to really see if LeBron James can dominate the Western Conference like he dominated the Eastern Conference for 15 years. Well, I say 13 years because he didn't make the playoffs in the first couple of years. But he still was dominating the whole NBA, but he just wasn't winning enough games. So we'll see. Have fun with the video. Have fun with this. This is all something to talk about. Let's see what happens to Kevin Love. I know this is random, but I don't see Kevin Love staying in Cleveland knowing that LeBron is gone and he has no chance of winning a championship with that team. He still can rebound. He still can stretch out stretch out and hit threes. He's a player that people will still like. He needs to get really healthy this offseason, get some more rest, get some workouts, get that body right because he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. He played decently in the finals, getting 20 and 10, but he didn't shoot that well. He needs to just focus on getting better and getting back in shape and just getting some more touches. And I think Kevin Love will be fine. So this is sad for Cleveland. They probably most likely going to be a lottery team. Philly is not the favorite in the East no more. If they would have added LeBron, they would have. Now that they don't, and they lost Marco Bellinelli, and they might not even re-sign JJ Redick. We'll see. It means Boston, Golden State, Boston, LA. We don't know until we see what else Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka do. But they do have the cap space and the assets to add 2 or 3 more superstars. Let's see how it plays out. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. And let me know what you guys think about LeBron going to the West. LeBron going to LA. And he's the next big franchise guy that can bring some championships to LA. That ilk of Kobe, the ilk of Shaq, the ilk of Magic and Kareem. He's of that ilk. He's just that great. And having him is going to have a lot of people going crazy, whether they Laker fans or not. And if you're a Cleveland fan, you drafted Kyrie, you drafted Colin Sexton, and LeBron left both times. I mean, LeBron left, and then you got Kyrie. He came back because of Kyrie. Now you got Colin Sexton. I don't know what they going to do. That roster going to need a lot of changing, too. But now that they lost LeBron, they can focus on building in the future and focus on building around and getting a new identity. It's kind of sad for Cleveland that they lost him for basically nothing. But the same thing happened to OKC.